Hi everyone. So my name is May Saturna Wardany and I'm a student of English education at Universitas Sriwijaya. My student number is 060-112-825-30036. And today I'm going to share a bit about my daily routine and also some of the things that I really like and dislike in my life. It's kind of a simple topic, but honestly, it's fun to talk about. And maybe you'll find something similar to your own routine too. Right, let's get started. I live in a boarding house near campus, and because I live alone, I have to manage everything by myself from cleaning, studying, managing my time for prayer. And honestly, it's not always easy, but it really teaches me how to be independent. Every morning, I wake up around 5 o'clock, and the first thing I do is perform Subuh prayer. I really love that quiet time because, everything feels peaceful. No noise, no distractions, just me and that calm morning atmosphere. After praying, I usually check my phone for a while, maybe scroll through social media, reply to a few messages, or watch some short videos. It kind of helps me wake up myself properly. Around 6 o'clock, I take a shower, get dressed, and get ready for class. For breakfast, I usually just buy something simple, maybe bread, rice with eggs, or sometimes just a cup of coffee. I'm not really the cook my own meal type of person. I prefer buying food since it's easier and faster. Even though my campus is pretty close to my boarding house, I still ride my own motorcycle everywhere, including going to class. It just feels more comfortable and practical for me. I can leave anytime I can leave anytime I want, and it saves me from walking under the hot sun. If I have morning classes, I leave my boarding house around 7 or 7:30 maybe or half past 7. My classes usually start around 8 or 9 o'clock, and they finish around 1 in the afternoon around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. During classes, I try to stay focused and take notes. Since I'm majoring in English education, we often have discussions, presentations, and sometimes even micro teaching sessions. It's really interesting because it helps me prepare for being an English teacher in the future. And when class is over, I'm usually starving, so I head back to my boarding house and buy lunch from a nearby food stall. It's quick, cheap, and honestly, the food is great. Really, really great, exactly. After eating, I perform the Zuhur prayer, usually around 12:30 or 1 o'clock. Then I like to take a short nap or just lie down for a bit while listening to music or watching something short on my phone. That little rest really helps me recharge my energy. In the afternoon, around 4 o'clock, maybe I perform the Asar prayer. After that, sometimes I go out again, maybe to buy snacks, get a drink, or just take a short ride on my motorcycle around the area to clear my mind. Sometimes, if I have assignments, I'll do them during this time. But if it is not, I just chill. Then, when it's around 6 p.m., it's time for the Maghrib prayer, right? After praying, I usually buy dinner again from one of the nearby stalls. I eat while watching YouTube, maybe chatting with my friends online. It's like my little relaxing moment after a long day. After dinner, I usually play console games. That's honestly one of my favorite parts of the day. I love playing games because it helps me release stress, and sometimes I play with my friends online, which makes it even more fun. At 8 o'clock, I perform the Isha prayer, and then I continue with whatever I feel like doing, sometimes finishing assignments, sometimes watching movies or series, or just chilling, maybe playing console games or listening to music. And if I don't have anything urgent, I'll keep just playing games or listen to music until I feel sleepy. I normally go to bed around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, but sometimes later, especially when I'm in the middle of a good game or a good movie, before sleeping, I usually scroll through my phone again, which honestly is a bad habit, but I think most of us do that, right? So yeah, That's pretty much how my day goes, a mix of studying, gaming, and relaxing. And now moving to the next topic, onto the things that I like. One of my biggest loves is definitely music. I listen to music literally every day. When I wake up, while studying, walking to campus, or cleaning my room. My favorite genres go to the pop, R&B, and lovey music because it really helps me stay motivated, calm, and focused. I also really like playing console games especially. As I mentioned earlier, for me, gaming is not just entertainment. It's my escape from my stress. When I play, I feel more relaxed and happy. Sometimes I even make new friends online through games, which is pretty cool, I think. Another thing that I like is watching movies and series. I usually do this at night after everything's done. My favorite genres are action and comedy and romance because I like movies that are exciting but still make me laugh. And of course, I love spending time with my friends. Even though I live alone in a boarding house, I often go hang out with them after class, maybe or on weekends. We eat together, talk, and share stories of ourselves. It's always fun and it really helped me to not feeling lonely. And if you ask me what kind of game that I like, I'm a big fan of story-driven games, not just about shooting or competition, but games that actually tell meaningful stories. So I like to share a little bit about some of my favorite games: Persona, Yakuza, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's start with the Persona series. Persona is a Japanese RPG that mixes daily school life, friendships, and battles against your inner demons. Each game explores deep topics like identity, emotion, and the meaning of being human. What I love about it is how it makes you feel attached to the characters and their struggles. The music and art are amazing too, really stylish and emotional. My favorite one is Persona 5 Royal because it's about fighting against corruption and standing up for what's right. It's not just a game, it's a story that really stays with you. And next is the Yakuza series, or as is it now called, Like a Dragon or Yuga Gotoku. This one is about the lives of Japanese gangster, but it's not all violence. And the main character, Kiryu Kazuma, looks tough, but he's actually very kind and honorable. What makes this game special is how it mixes serious drama with funny side missions. One moment you're fighting gang members, and the next you are helping a random person with a ridiculous problem or singing in karaoke. It's emotional, funny, and surprisingly deep for me. It really shows that even people in the underworld can have a strong sense of loyalty and compassion. And last but not least, I absolutely love Red Red Redemption 2. It's one of the best games I've ever played, trust me. You play as Arthur Morgan, a cowboy who's struggling between doing what's right and surviving in a dying world. The story is emotional and beautifully written. It talks about loyalty, freedom, and redemption. The open world feels so alive, so you can hunt, ride your horse, talk to strangers, or just enjoy the scenery. Sometimes I even stop playing missions just to watch the sunset. That's how immersive it is. Honestly, it's not just a game. It feels like living in another life. So, yeah, those are some of the games I really like. Each one has its own message. Persona teaches about identity, Yakuza teaches about honor and friendship, and Red Dead Redemption 2 teaches about life and loyalty. For me, playing games is not just for fun, it's a way to experience emotions, stories, and lessons in a different world. But not everything in life is something I like. There are a few things that I really dislike too. First, I dislike narcissistic people, those who always talk about themselves and think they are better than everyone else. I find that kind of attitude annoying and exhausting because it's kind of hard to talk to someone who only cares about their own opinion. And then I really dislike messy environment. Since I live alone, I always try to keep my room clean and tidy. When my room gets messy, I can't focus on anything. So it just makes me uncomfortable. And third, I dislike people who get offended too easily by jokes. Like, come on, sometimes a joke is just a joke. I like to joke around and make people laugh. But there are always some people, some person who take it way too seriously. I think humor is important, so it keeps conversations light and helps people get closer. As long as it's not rude, mean thing, people should learn to laugh a little. So yeah, those are the things that I like and dislike the most. So yeah, my daily life is pretty simple. It's a mix of studying, relaxing, gaming, riding my motorcycle around, and praying. Of course, living in a boarding house has really taught me how to be independent and manage my time wisely. Even though sometimes it feels a bit lonely, I've learned to enjoy my own company and find peace in my routine. Right? I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation about my daily routines and the things I like and dislikes. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe you could relate to some of the things that I shared before. Have a great day, guys. And thanks again. Bye.